There's some guys that you know have ice in their veins, but for the most part, I think everybody has before a competition that little bit of hey, I'm excited to compete, and with that excitement gives you those butterflies.
One more thing, it's an unfortunate situation, but your DB cast is not going to be as strong, obviously. Well documented Cliff Harris thing. You feel okay about your DBs?
Now I feel okay about everybody because I like our attitude. Like I said, I like the way they've been working. I like the fact that I think we're further along in our overall knowledge. And now with a week to just hone in on an opponent, you know, we won't do everything that's in our playbook. We'll do what we think we need to do in our playbook. And that obviously we're doing less, and you're doing it over and over and over.
With the DBs?
Well, with everybody, but with you become better at your task and understand plays. When you can understand what you're doing and then couple that with understand what they're doing, you become a much better player.
Thanks, Coach.
Hey, Nick, as camp has wound down, who has stood out the most to you? The players, any particular group?
I think the D-line, I'll just say it this way, the D-line has been solid.
More so than you expected?
No, I had no questions about our D-line because I have a good D-line coach and all those guys played last year. I think we've had some young corners that have grown up a little bit in Terrence Mitchell and Troy Hill. I'm excited about them. I think Avery Patterson has gotten better. I think that Brian Jackson has gotten better. Eddie Pleasant's a better player than he was last year. We're just a little bit thinner at the inside backer, you know, particularly without stating the obvious. We're a little bit thinner at the inside backer, but it is what it is. But today was about mostly 2s and 3s and seeing who could play and who you could count on and who, you know, who shows up. And when I go evaluate the film, I'll have a better idea of that. Because it's hard when you're just looking at everything and making calls and the game's going on, and you're never not on defense.
Is that a result of how fast you guys practice? I mean, if you practice at a slower pace like a lot of other teams do, would you guys be able to know more right in practice? Because Chip always says we don't know anything, we got to watch film.
I think that's obviously a function of it, but when you're scrimmaging, you're always on defense or you're always on offense, so I'm always making calls, so therefore I don't get a chance to have any time to assess what just happened, because when the one defense is in there, the 2 defenses in there, I think you understand. That's a scrimmage, that's how it works.
I wanted to ask about Isaac Remington. He came in redshirted for you guys last year. Is that, Coach said that was part of the plan when you guys recruited him.
Absolutely. If you can redshirt a JC player, I think you get 2 good years out of him instead of maybe 1 and maybe a half a year out of him. So the fact that we were able to redshirt Isaac, we got 2 good years with him, you know, which will be great.
What did he show you guys when he was in junior college that made you guys really like him?
Well, obviously you love size, first of all. Size, work ethic, but in particular size and the way he moves. You know, he's a good athlete for playing defensive line inside the trenches. So I think he's going to help us quite a bit this year.
Are you ready for fall camp to wind down and get into the game plan for LSU?
You know, I kind of like fall camp, to be honest with you, because it's like Groundhog's Day, you know. Every day's the same. You get up, you go to work, you have your staff meeting, you have your defensive staff meeting, you have your walkthrough, you have your player meetings, you go to practice, you watch the film. It's kind of a nice routine, you know, the phone, you're not around phones or anything like that. But yes, it's exciting now. I do like camp, but I like the game weeks better. But I don't mind camp at all because it's kind of, like I said, Groundhog's Day. It's kind of fun to kind of do the same. You know what you're doing every day. You have your routine, and you don't have to deal with a lot of other stuff.